All right, this week we are going to be working on windows, doors, floors, uh, tigers and lions and bears, and stuff like that. Okay. Um, the windows and most of the exterior doors we're going to use are from Anderson, and I chose those because they're they're a good window, yeah, but they have good BIM families that we can use in our projects, and they're pretty adaptable for what we're doing. And this project has brick veneer almost all the way around, which is different from what we did last semester. So doors and windows get treated a little differently. If you look at a brick building, you'll notice that the window is actually, well, that one looks kind of weird. That was not a good example. This one here, um, that one looks weird too. I gotta look at these things. The windows are actually set back inside of the brick, as you can kind of see with this one, and it's kind of hard to tell with the brick not changing colors there. But the brick mold sticks out past the wall. Let me go to a section view. Wrong section view, sorry. Okay, so here's an example here. Let me turn the color zone. This is the bottom of the sill. And the way the windows are designed, they get attached right up against the sheathing, and then the brick mold sticks out, covering the airspace, and butts up against the brick, like so, like this right here. So this little piece right here is your brick mold that's on the outside of the window. And so the brick should be trimmed back to that brick mold. I'm not real sure what's going on here with this. I'll have to kind of look and see. Well, that's a transom window. That might be why. These things were working great last night. I don't know what's going on now. Anyway, we're going to use these, and the sizes are a little bit different than what is shown in the plan. And so in Blackboard, I'll give you the comparative sizes that we're going to use. And you'll notice on the single windows, they have a model number. Like this one is, I don't know, U something double hung 2820. Okay, that's their model number. And then when you go to a double window or a triple, the model number will be the same as a single, but it'll have a -2 or a -3. So that's how you can tell which double window or which single window to use, because it's two of a single window, but they're joined in a frame together. Okay, when you're placing these, the header height is given on the drawings in the general notes for each floor: basement, first floor, second floor. And then there are a few examples in which the header height is different than the norm. I can't remember off the top of my head, but like I think the garage windows are a little different, and this dining window, I'm not sure on those, but on the plans it will say if there's a change from the norm. Okay. Now, when you place these windows, in order to get it to set back in the correct distance, you have to actually edit the window type. Okay. And so when you come into here, you come down here to inset, and for a normal brick wall, it's going to be a 4 5/8 inch inset. Okay, now the basement wall is a little different, just trying to make that thing work right. But most of your windows that are in brick veneer are going to be a 4 5/8 inset. Okay. I don't think there was. Okay, nothing else in that. That will get your window set back in the correct distance. Okay. Now, um, in order to apply the brick mold, let's see, was that back in edit type? No, that's in edit family. So what we'll do is you'll bring one in and get it placed in your model, and then select it and go edit family. Dude, man, it's taking forever on my laptop. Then we go to family types, and you could change the inset here if you wanted to, and then all of them that you place would have it, done. But what we'll do is we want to come down here to, well, yeah, sorry, that's my external drive flipping. Right here, we want to turn on brick mold. That should be turned on. Maybe that was the doors I was thinking about. It was differently in the doors. But we want to turn on brick mold as opposed to having just normal exterior trim. Okay. And that may be on by default. I think it is on the Windows. Any making changes, you load it into your project and close it. But I'm just going to close mine since I didn't make any changes. Okay. So you want to make sure you got brick mold and sill nosing turned on these things. On the basement window, well, this one in particular, and I've been experimenting with a couple of different things that I'm thinking I want us to try. But that I'm thinking that one because of. Let me go to my basement plan. Section view is not showing up there. I think it's under there. Nope, not exactly. Anyway, this wall, you've got a 2x6 stud wall and then the brick veneer. So what we ended up with on this window, in order to get the brick mold to show up in the brick, we had to make the inset different. Dang it, where did it go? Had to make, well, that one is still 4 5/8. It was the door. I'm sorry. I'm getting confused with things because I was working on doors really late last night. Um, yeah, so 4 5/8 should work on most of the windows. Like I said, I will put the sizes that you'll need and the families that you're going to need for these things. Now these windows, these arch windows are a little different sizes than what the plans call for, but they're the best that I could come up with. And when you place them, you can place them on the header height that's given for them is based on the first floor. So you can put them in, and what I do is in my north elevation is I align them to the windows below it, center to center. Now to get it to show on your second floor, because normally your cutting plane only goes through the very tip top of this one. What you'll do is right here on your second plan, after you've got the windows in place,